My family and I came to live on a boat. Actually, really spontaneously, my dad basically woke up one morning and said it's time to go sailing because my mom has always wanted to actually move onto a boat. Total, I lived on the boat a little less than 5 years. I moved onto the boat when I was 12, and I moved off the boat a little bit before I turned 17. 9 people in my family. I have 3 older siblings and 3 younger siblings, and then of course my parents. Kind of awkward being a teenager on a boat in such close proximity. It was a little bit of an adjustment, especially as a teenage girl. We've traveled to over 19 separate countries throughout the Caribbean. First we went through the intercoastal of the U.S., so all along the coast we went to a bunch of different states. But yeah, we were kind of just all over the Western and Eastern Caribbean. We went to a lot of the separate little islands off of Grenada called the Grenadines. I think overall people they always wanted to know our story. How my parents decided to take their 7 kids on a boat, because that's pretty daring considering, especially since none of us had actually had prior sailing experience, except for my mom, of course. My favorite experiences were definitely anything involved with learning something new, such as going to school in Colombia, or going and spending the day out in Cuba with the locals, trying all the food and just that sort of thing. I think anything that we did, every place we went, there was something new. I think it really made me appreciate diversity and be able to understand people and where they come from. When we first moved onto the boat, I told my mom I wouldn't ever forgive her for taking me onto a boat. I was so upset. And I remember her telling me that one day I would thank her for taking me on the boat. And I think it was last year sometime when I went to go visit them over my winter break. I actually thanked my mom. I was like, yeah, I'm really glad you took me onto the boat.